I just harvested these kale leaves, red Russian kale, and they're huge. I mean, look how big they are. They just came off the kale plants on the porch. Sorry about the really harsh lights, but you can hardly tell I did anything. But anyway, that is what came off of there. So anyway, I'm glad I got it done, because now maybe my plants will have a chance at doing something. This is my front porch, I guess. I took a picture a few weeks ago of this dianthus. There's used to be two of them. This is the dead one. And I think it's because a cat peed in it. The cat keeps depositing a nice load for me every day. And yesterday I put these plastic forks, you know, maybe every 2 to 3 inches, in hopes that it'll keep the cats out. We'll see how it goes. I have good news. These new beet leaves are completely unblemished. Well, this one, not a new one. This is leaf minor damage, but I don't see anything new happening. These are new leaves. This is a new leaf, and this is actually this is an artichoke plant. There's some aphids back here. This thing was black, covered completely with aphids, and I mean, look at that. They're gone, basically. I mean, there's still a few, but I would say this battle is won. Totally. I wanted to show you something. I have these celery plants, and every morning I come out and they're like with their heads nodding. I just watered this, so it's actually perking up as I'm speaking. I can kind of almost see it straightening up. Oh, totally. Oh my God, that's weird. Can you see it? It's bizarre. Anyway, celery is it's a swamp plant, so it's gonna need a lot of water. And I just have it in this tiny little, well, it's not a tiny, but it's a 5-gallon bucket. But it's been in there since last year, and some of the soil has compacted a little bit. But anyway, this is kind of freaky. I'm totally watching this thing straighten up as I'm speaking. Can you see it? It's so funny. Probably by the time I finish talking about this, it'll be all straight. But anyway, I need to probably put more soil in there, and I probably need to give it a little fertilizer. I think I told you before, this is going to seed, so it'd be good for celery seeds to eat, that is to say, and also to plant. And in the meantime, you can still eat all of it. It's still perfectly edible. It never goes bitter. It's a good thing to have. I haven't had to buy celery in a while. Probably since last year, since I started growing this. Because most of the time I'm only buying celery to put a few stalks in some tuna salad or some, you know, potato salad or whatever. Anyway, these tomato plants are getting really tall. I probably need to tie them up to these stakes so that they don't flop over, because, well, I just don't want to have that happen. These over here are already in a cage, so they're great. They're doing fine. I don't need to do anything to them, and they're doing fantastic. I think this is on Ruby's Green, and Japanese black tree fillet. This over here is Cisco's Paterno, which I guess is like a Czech variety or something. See, look at the celery. It's already straightened up almost. Can you see it straightening up? It's so funny. Anyway, these are the things that are so cool when you're gardening on your own, doing your own gardening, and I just love it. I mean, there's always something to see. Check this out. This is my plumeria. It's already blooming. It had these little buds even before the leaves came out, and I'm gonna get two clusters this year. It's a kind of a big plant. That when my mother-in-law gave it to me, she went to Hawaii and she bought a stick. It was this long and didn't have any leaves on it, and I stuck it in the soil, and it's grown and grown. I think I've had it for maybe 10 years now. Maybe not quite. I think it's been 10 years. Anyway, it makes a big leaf, big like this far. You know, probably gets a whole lot bigger in its natural habitat in the tropics. But anyway, I'll show you when it blooms. It makes a beautiful, fragrant, white and yellow flower, which we enjoy for weeks and weeks. I think most of the summer, and then into the fall and part of the winter, we bring it in the house, and you know, it still flowers a little bit, and then it drops its leaves and all the flowers cease, and then we go for another winter, and then in the spring, that's what we get. Well, it's leafless for a long time. I think it only started to get leaves maybe like just 3 weeks ago. Not even. I mean, those leaves are growing very slowly. My Saskatoon berries. So my Saskatoon berries are a nice deepening purple now. This light is not doing it justice, but they're pretty good purple. They look just like blueberries. Anyway, they have been enjoying, or should I say the birds have been enjoying the berries. There's a house sparrow, I guess a family of house sparrows, not house sparrows, house finches, that have been enjoying the berries, but they don't pluck them. In the years past, mockingbirds would come and they would eat the berries, but they would pluck them completely, whereas these house finches, they just kind of like take bites out of the berries. Can you see that one there? It's not focusing. But anyway, they take big chunks out of it, and they leave the berries to turn into raisins, which is a little bit annoying, but what are you gonna do? I mean, they're birds. I appreciate the birds being around, so I'm not gonna complain too much about it. But anyway, they're messy. They're like you know, the flecks of the berries are falling all over. There's a seed there, you know, whatever. In the meantime, my black currants are starting to ripen up. They look so cute. They look like gooseberries, which they're a family to gooseberries, but they don't get as big, and they don't get thorny. I think gooseberries get thorny. Meanwhile, I got these sugar daddies that I have a lot of. I need to pick them again because they're probably gonna start going past the edibility stage. Like that there. Wait, that's not a perfect one. I just had one in my hand. Anyway, oh, this is the one. This is a pretty perfect one. It's nicely bulging, it's firm. This one here is a little past. See how it's you see how it's bumpy? It's bumpy and it's now probably setting the seeds, so the seeds are gonna be hard, you don't wanna eat that. And this here is a sign that this plant is dying, basically. Well, it is dying. It's probably giving up. Too hot for me. Don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm checking out. So anyway, so the time is approaching. I'm sorry, I'm being rude. My mouth is full. But anyway, this one here, this one is trying to exceed the limit of this thing. This is well over 7 feet, I think. Yeah, well over 7 feet. And I'm hoping that maybe that's a more hardy one, and perhaps I'll save the seed. Although it doesn't have any fruit on it at all. It doesn't have any pods. It's not even any flowers. Oh no, there's some pods. They're way up top. I mean, you don't want it to take too long either. Oh man, this is all flopping over. Okay. I think I abated that problem. Gotta take my required sniff this morning. Anyway, I got a few things I'm gonna do today. I wanna plant some broccoli plants. This is what's left from all the different places that I planted. I got broccoli, and I want to plant some Brussels sprouts, I think, because I have a couple things of Brussels sprouts. I'm going to take that to the garden across the street. And these zinnias, they need attention. I need to do something with them. Anyway, let me get some things done. She was completely undeterred, this cat. It's all dug up and stuff. All these pansies were like halfway, well, completely out of the pot. Anyway, there was a pile there. I thought I would spare you the details of watching that. But anyway, I don't know what to do with this cat. She's undeterred.